Are DLCs, expansion packs, and remakes, remasters eligible? The
Oh,
Game Awards aims to recognize the best creative and technical work each year, irrespective of the format of that content's release. Expansion packs, new game seasons, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are eligible in all categories. If the jury deems the new creative and technical work to be worthy of nomination, factors such as the newness of the content and its price value should be taken. So they're changing it.
Oh,
because Sony has nothing but remakes and remasters.
No. This is for Elden Ring. This is for Elden Ring. Because Elden Ring's DLC.
Hell no, this ain't for Elden Ring, bro. This has been a year of remakes and remasters for PlayStation.
Doesn't have a damn thing, and moving forward, they're not going to have a damn thing. Nothing but remakes or remasters, and that's where they're at. So they're gonna change the rules so that their games can play. What a joke! Wow. Your show was a joke before, and it is still now.
What did I tell you?
That's why these awards don't mean a damn thing.
There's plenty of new games that came out that can easily be a game of the year game, right? There's plenty of brand new releases that can take that. They wouldn't need
100%.
The Erdtree already won or should have won or whatever it was. I don't remember. But either way, it already had its time. This would have been
out this year, right? So Erdtree is a good,
yeah. But the other one, I'm sorry, really obviously the original.
Yes, Elden Ring won last year, right? Last year's game of the year.
Yeah, I could promise you, Hargy, right now, he doesn't give 3 craps about Shadow of the Erdtree. There's only one platform that benefits from this because nothing they released, nothing.
No, not really.
They released
if you think about
DLCs,
because if you really want to read into this, the number of seasons as far as season releases, Xbox trounces the industry because they have the most
Game Awards won't recognize that, so it doesn't matter.
It is what it is. If they really want to go down that path, I've been very nice in not actually counting those releases as part of the releases that Xbox puts out, because if we did, they would wipe the industry. They have so much content coming out all the time. Yep. Just think of Call of Duty. Like every few weeks you're getting seasons. It's constant. You've got Halo with releases. You've got Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, and on and on and on, right? Overwatch,
World of Warcraft,
Diablo, World of Warcraft, right? The World of Warcraft DLC came out this year,
crazy too.
right? War Within, which is a highly rated. So if you went down that path, Xbox wipes out almost everybody. So I've been very nice in not counting that against Sony. Sony has MLB The Show, which does have continuous content, and then what we call it, Destiny, right? So that's what they got. Otherwise, they're out. They would not be anywhere. And Nintendo, they don't really have that many games that continuously keep getting more content. But you might like look at EA, right? They have the sports games. You got NBA 2K that gets constant updates, things like that, but nowhere to the level of the number of games that Xbox has. So I don't know. This actually could help Xbox if you think about it. So
I highly doubt it. This only benefits PlayStation.
If there were anybody else,
enough freaking games to run the freaking show this year, right? And guess what? 2025 is packed, baby. It's got to be better than 2024. You know who's not going to have a better year than 2024? PlayStation. And they had a rough year already, right? 2024
by the way,
was shit
Xbox
for them.
also puts out a bunch of remasters as well. Just to be fair, they put out a bunch of remasters.
Yeah, but not only.
And some of them are very highly rated.
What was that? This is the thing. This
is wild.
The fact that if this were anybody else, Hargeet, sure, right? If IGN, no, not them, but like if some other place was like, hey, listen, we're changing our thing. We want to let everything be included. Sure. Wow. Look at this, bro. In a year when PlayStation has nothing of value outside of a little robot that nobody cares about.
Astro is already winning Gotti anyway. We already know it, right? It's
but the
rigged.
fact
it
is,
doesn't
they
matter
wanna
the
make
way that they're
sure-
bending the rules
They wanna
ahead
make
of
sure.
time. They have a
crazy.
PlayStation Pro out, and what they showed with it was a freaking remaster. What do you think that, we're going to go ahead and focus on our strengths, right? And go ahead and keep producing those single player games. They're talking about remakes and remasters. They're not going to invest in games the way they used to. They're not going to go ahead and spend 300 freaking million on a freaking IP. It's not going to happen. He is getting ahead of the situation. It's that simple. The rules don't need to be changed for Xbox to be in the conversation when it comes to this year. When it comes to next year, the rules need to be changed for none other than PlayStation and their freaking galloper crew.
Did the Resident Evil remakes? Did those? I think one of those did get nominated, right?
Resident Evil, yes.
Resident Evil
I think
4?
one of them did, right? The remakes. So I mean,
Yes.
it's just that I guess it's just clarifying something that probably is already true, right? So because they have nominated remakes before. Now remasters, I find that a little challenging. I'm not sure I like that one. If you wanted to count, by the way, like a Quake, was it Quake 2 or something? I don't know. There was one of those like remasters that came out. It was very highly rated. But it's a remaster, and I'm like, I would never count that as a Gotti.
But Harky, we need to count those now because PlayStation's out there saying, well, I was gonna remake the game, but I can't find me wallet, so we're just going to remaster it.
But I kind of like this. I know you're kind of looking at it from a PlayStation centric perspective. I like this because this means a ton of Xbox content is now eligible. Which is interesting. We'll see if it does anything.
But a ton of Xbox
Always
content
been
was
available,
always
and it
eligible
never mattered,
and never
it's
got
not
noticed.
going to matter anyways. This is the thing. This is what this shows us. Even if they go ahead and do what they need to do to go ahead and run the show, it's never going to be a fair battle because they will always bend the rules to include PlayStation, period.
Facts, dude. That's crazy.
This
is all should be its own thing.
Embarrassing. That's
Best
ridiculous,
expansion
bro.
pack, new game season, best new season, best DLC, best remake. All that stuff can be in its own place. For you to say that all this stuff now. So if you release the best game of a certain year,
pop,
then
right?
you could just release.
What does it matter?
So you already piggyback.
Money. Why invest? Why
just remaster your games over and over again.
Just put out there remasters and remakes and run the award show. If that's what we're after, then that's what we do, right? Come on,
crazy.
This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing.
Yes, sir.
Death Stranding about to get nominated again because it just dropped on Xbox.
Yes, sir.
It's about to get.
Bro,
I mean, it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
I feel like this is like the
crazy.
media and Geoff Keighley again, moving the goalposts and what should or should not be nominated to the Game Awards. I feel like I agree to it to an extent, but what don't you make it a category? Best remaster, better. You know what I mean? Like
could be.
The game of the year is the game of the year that came out this year, and it's gonna be like that forever. And that's why I don't give a shit about these awards, man. And nobody does. This is a freaking joke. Today we had a in my show, I did a thing that we did like a prediction, right? Of the games that we thought that were gonna be nominated. So we had to have to list. We had to have the Geoff Keighley list of the games that we thought that were gonna be nominated, and we gotta have our own personal list. So which one is it? Which one is it? Because
But hold on, Demo. Remember though. Anything could be anything, but Forza Horizon can't be nominated for Game of the Year. When that comes out and is the best thing ever, no, that goes into the driving.
Again, here we go. PlayStation holding back the gaming industry. That's exactly what's taking place
is that
here.
up to now? Horizon.
Yo, this is
how many players?
Over 40. Over 40.
Jesus, that's not niche. You can't call it niche anymore.
The industry.
That's bigger than any PlayStation game. Like literally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. This is the way it is, man. This is the way it is. They want to make sure they have Astro and then some other Horizon remaster, Last of Us remaster, God of War remaster. They're gonna put every game is gonna be a PlayStation game.
Well, I mean,
in one
to be
form or
fair,
another.
there's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's also a remaster remake, right? So technically, you'd want to say that's available, right? There's plenty of things you could call that, right? Silent Hill 2 was a remake,
right?
Yep.
Also a PlayStation exclusive. Funny how this all works out in PlayStation's behavior.
Oh my goodness, who would have thought? Did he thought of that? Did he realize that maybe he'll go back and change it once he realizes that this only benefits PlayStation? Oops, that's why he's doing it. Got it.
It does not just benefit PlayStation, guys. Come on. It benefits
Come
everybody.
on, Hargy. Come on, bro.
Well, what's all right? Listen,
as far as the bias, that's still there.
After the show.
That's not going to change.
Sure.
All right, so we'll see if you said it yourself, Hargeet. Xbox dropped a bunch of dope ass DLC this year, right? So
will it rise to the level of making it to Gotti? I don't know, right? Because you're talking 90 and up, and it's going to be tough, right? But it doesn't have to be 90 and up, I suppose. But
yeah, so let's see what the show does. If they come out and they're showing a bunch of different ones,
I think Metaphor is going to be there. Astro,
at least
Final
nominated,
Fantasy.
right? Let's see what this what this happens here. What this statement here, if it does go, and all of a sudden we start seeing these remasters and remakes of these PlayStation games infiltrating the Gotti discussion in every
let's not play this game, right? Does Astrobot deserve Game of the Year? It does not, right? So we already know that this whole award nonsense is a load of shit, right? We know this. Hellblade 2 is the freaking first true next-gen freaking game out there. Stunning.
That's not.
You cannot tell me that Astrobot can knock out any games that Xbox released this year. So that conversation is done. We know it's bullshit if Astrobot wins. To go ahead and throw this in when PlayStation is only making remasters and remakes, it's just another step to go ahead and indulge in their nonsense.
Baby, you forgot one. Remaster, remakes, and flops.
There you go.
You can't forget the
flops. There you go. Don't forget the flops, because you know what, CMoney? Even if the game didn't make it, even you had to pull the plug, if they feel like it deserves Game of the Year, then that's what it will get.
Look at Dark Angelic with that $2 super chat. Says Gotti's gonna go to Concord.
Let's go.
Oh my God, no way.
Bro, can you imagine if it gets nominated for something?
I mean,
if they create a category of worst game of the year, like what was the Razzies? What is the equivalent of movies? Is that what it is? Razzies?
Oh yeah, something like that. The Razzies or something.
Yeah, no, that should be there.
Listen, this is what I will say. Look at you ponies and PlayStation. You can't make a good game to save your freaking life. And here comes Big Bird to come and save you. Enjoy.
Yep.
So I'm gonna guess then that Erdtree is definitely gonna get nominated. That's cool, actually. I like that. That's fun.
You would think.
Yeah. I think it's gonna get nominated. I think Rebirth is going to get nominated, right? Because they've already done those remakes before. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think that's going to get nominated. Metaphor. Yeah, I don't know. You could see Final Shape, right? Because that was the last Destiny DLC, right? The big DLC. It's a 91.
That's wild.
This is crazy. This is bonkers. This is way too passive for me. This is way too passive for me. Fuck the bullshit.
Hey, no.
None of these games, dude. These are a bunch of whack-ass games and nonsense to go ahead and cap. That's just what it is. You got to call it what it is. We understand it's done for PlayStation, but we can't cap for the nonsense and act like it's all good and fine. And this is just to be fair to what? To anything other than what?
To who?
Come on, man. Blindfolds off.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Definitely.
Wild.
The goalpost is being moved. This is exactly what it is.
Exactly.
This is bullshit, bro. We need some real Game Awards, bro.
But we gotta own it. We gotta understand it. We gotta see the problem, because then you get caught off guard. You're sitting there like you're in a freaking garden filled with flowers and rainbows and lollipops. You gotta see the truth, right? And this is the truth. This is why they're changing it. When you know the games that they played, you can't get caught off guard. The awards are a load of nonsense. This is why, Hi-Fi Rush won an award. It doesn't mean a damn thing. It's all about the games, how they look, and what they sell. These awards are a joke.
Yeah, and you could say you could argue that that the Elden Ring DLC was great and all that shit, but in my opinion, there's enough games that came out this year.
There's new games that are full games that have no link to something that's already popular.
Maybe
that have to come
year.
out and prove itself. You know what I'm saying?
When is that due, anyways? Is that like? I mean, it's got to be due soon, right?
Monday they're gonna announce it.
Yeah, he's gonna announce it Monday. A couple of days before Stalker 2 comes out, so he doesn't qualify. You already know the deal. Flight Simulator not gonna qualify either.
Of course, why not?
You know how he do.
Yeah, of course. All right,
I mean, that's on Xbox. They should have put those games out earlier if they wanted it, right? That's.
I mean, I don't know the.
I mean, didn't they move it for Spider-Man or something like that? Spider-Man 2 last year.
No, Spider-Man came out in like a September or something like that. But no, it was God of War came out in November. I want to say 7 or 8 or something like that. I'll just check.
All right.
It was Ragnarok. I'm pretty sure it came out like early November.
Yeah, he moved that the day for that one, right? That one had to be in there, of course.
Yeah, I think they normally have
November
it cut
9th.
off a certain
November 9th.
day. Huh. Yeah, and there was like a cutoff of a certain time or something. I don't know.